We're here with Lindsay Newell of Alcatel-Lucent. Lindsay, thanks for joining us. What is Alcatel-Lucent's focus here at the Light Reading Ethernet Expo?
I think the temptation at conferences like Light Reading Ethernet Expo is always to focus on the next thing, to focus on the future. And sometimes we tend to lose sight of what's here and now and what's real today in the marketplace. I think what's been interesting this year is the focus on 100 gigabit. A couple of years ago we saw a lot of hype around 100 gigabit in the marketplace as being the future. Now it's actually real, there's strong demand for it. We're seeing it in the WDM networks, in metro as well as long haul. Strong demand for 100 gigabit coherent technology in the optical transport networks. And we're also seeing it in the IP and Ethernet networks, in the metro core, in the IP multi-service edge, and increasingly in core routing and MPLS transport applications. So I think one of the focus areas we've had this year at the conference is around 100 gigabit. Talking to customers about their deployment plans, about the technologies that are available, and increasingly about the power environment around 100 gigabit. The capacity without increasing the amount of power that they need to consume in those products. We also launched earlier this year our core router, the 7950 XRS product, and we've seen strong demand for that. We're seeing fast adoption cycles both in the metro core and the traditional IP MPLS core. We've already had 6 wins this year, and we're very excited about the future of that product line in the market.
And what are some of the key topics?
One of the other key topics this year has been mobile backhaul, not just for LTE networks, but also for small cells now. Over the last several years, we've seen, particularly in North America, tremendous advances in building out mobile backhaul infrastructure in advance of LTE deployments. We've seen it in mobile operators, we've seen it in fixed operators, and we've seen it with AAVs, the alternative access vendors like the MSOs, for example. They've all made tremendous strides in building out packet-based mobile backhaul architectures. The challenge for them now, and us in 2013, is to take those architectures and seamlessly extend them into the metro cell environment. We're starting to see capacity increases going into LTE networks in 2013 around small cell deployments. And we've brought to market some new products around copper access, fiber access, microwave access, specifically targeted at that small cell mobile backhaul opportunity.
Has anything specific caught your attention at the conference this year?
I think unquestionably one of the topics that has really been a strong focus at this conference and many other this year is software-defined networking. But I think perhaps what we've seen in the industry is a tendency towards looking too far off into the future. There's a lot of discussion about the hypothetical or theoretical benefits and applications that may be 3 to 5 years away. I think one of the immediate challenges for operators and for vendors such as ourselves is about the challenge of service activation, making sure that Ethernet services, IP services can scale and can be deployed and activated much quicker, limiting the amount of work that needs to happen in the back-end IT systems and OSS systems. So I think one of the real challenges in that software-defined networking space in the next 12 months is leveraging element management systems that are service aware, subscriber aware, and capable of deploying Ethernet services, wavelength services to customers in a much more rich and dynamic way so that we can get more customers on board on those services faster and more dynamically.
Lindsay, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.